Alrighty. Last but not least is a harness that I'm really leaning towards, the Supair Delight 4. This is the Sport Edition. There's a lot of things right off the bat that I like about this. It's got a seat board, which I'm old school and I like. It's got some really nice pulleys on the inside for speed bar travel. It's got a nice rigid foam under back, and it goes all the way up. Phone focus, there you go. It goes all the way up here, so like if you were to fall on your back, that could save your spine, some of your vertebrae. Again, having worked on a neurosurge unit and head and neck and back, and you don't want to get a fusion done if you don't have to. Yeah, and volume wise, like I was thinking, I was just looking at the sock, and I don't know, bad phone work, but this does have a lot of volume in behind here. Now they say the non-sport version has even more volume, but I don't see one of those around. But I still think between that space and me, this spot, I definitely could fit a sleeping bag in here and some other stuff. And yeah, I think I could fit all my gear here. And I have all my gear here on this trip, all my potential roll bib gear. So in the next day or two, I'm going to come over here with all my stuff and find out if it all fits, which is a luxury you normally don't have. All right, let's see. So cockpit's nice. It's attached to the belly part strap. That strap's nice. It does have little marks on it, so that's a visual cue. Not as nice as the Genie though. Nice metal buckle. Nice thing about this harness is it's got so much adjustment depending on if you have a short legs like me and long torso, so you can actually really play around with it. I'll just do it. All right, so there's some things I've noticed that manufacturers have done and gotten better. They've done away with straps like this, and they're not turning as much anymore. So these are more integrated, keeps you more contact, almost like a hybrid between that oxygen harness I have. The other interesting thing about this harness is that the downside I don't see right offhand. There's no integrated safety hook knife on the flight deck. You can get an aftermarket one, but it should be something that everybody should be doing. But they do have one feature, is a tree rescue aspect on this harness here. So if you get in a tree, you have a loop to hook onto. One of the most dangerous things, but if you end up hanging in a tree for too long, is that it'll cut off the circulation to your legs, and the potassium will build up. It happens in earthquakes as well, that you get what's called crushing syndrome. But basically, once you offload, the potassium disequilibrium will cause your heart to go into a low heart rate and then eventually heart failure. So hanging in a tree too long can kill you, even if nobody comes to get you. Something to keep in mind, folks. And there's P-tubes and stuff like that. One of the nicest things about this harness is that the back support goes all the way up to the back here. So if you were to land on your back and you fucked up a launch and you pulled up really fast and you didn't catch it, or you didn't run towards the wing, at least if you end up on your back, you might not end up in the ER. You got a nice substantial bump protector. It's better than nothing. The pack volume in back, it's hard to say which is bigger, the sock or this one. I feel like on the sport model, the sock is slightly bigger. And there's some under seat storage too, but I think I could get all my camping gear in here. Pack volume was obviously bigger than the airdesign sock, but the thing is that I don't mind carrying an extra large rucksack. I mean, if it means, so that's it. I think that's a really good harness. Hard decisions.